everyone, welcome back. So right now, companies everywhere are scrambling to hire for jobs that did not even exist 5 years ago. And here's the thing. Most people think that a career in AI means you have to be some genius mathematician coding robots in a basement. And that's just no longer true. So today I'm going to break down 5 real in-demand AI careers and tell you why this might be one of the smartest fields that you can get into right now. Whether you're a student, whether you're a new grad choosing a career, thinking about switching jobs, or just curious about where the future is headed, this video will give you a roadmap to the opportunities that AI is creating. And I'm going to tie this all together with something much bigger going on in the world by the end of this video. Now, let's keep it simple. There are 5 roles that come up again and again when people talk about working in AI. So let's go one by one. The first one is the one that you may have heard of, which is data engineering, which is really the backbone of AI. When you think of AI and what it is, it's really the ability of computers and machines to learn from data, recognize patterns, and make predictions or decisions that would normally require human intelligence. But before any AI can learn anything, it needs data and lots of it. But most importantly, that data has to be accurate, it needs to be organized, and it needs to be accessible. And that's where data engineers come into the picture. They're the ones who design and build the infrastructure that collects, cleans, transforms, stores, and delivers data so that it's ready for analysts, data scientists, and AI models to use. So think of them as the architects of the data pipeline. If the pipes are broken, leaky, dirty, or clogged, nothing downstream is going to work properly. So it's like saying garbage in, garbage out. If poor quality data goes into an AI model, poor quality results come out. In other words, no strong data engineering means no reliable AI. Next comes the data scientist. So if the data engineer builds the pipes, the data scientist is the one who uses that data to solve real world problems and help organizations make better decisions. They're the ones who further clean, analyze large data sets, and then use statistics to uncover or predict future trends and generate actionable insights. They're the ones who really dig into the data to find patterns and answer questions like why are we losing customers, which clients are most likely to leave, or what will sales look like next year or quarter. So think of it as part math, part curiosity, and part storytelling, and turning numbers into strategies that drive real business outcomes. Then comes the machine learning engineer. So this is the person who actually builds the AI models. They're the ones who take the ideas and the data and turn them into a working system, something that can predict, something that can recommend or generate. If data scientists find the insights, machine learning engineers build the engine that runs on it. Next, we have the AI engineering role, which is one of the fastest growing roles in tech today. Rather than building AI models from scratch, AI engineers take powerful existing models such as large language models or LLMs and integrate them into real world products and workflows. They're the ones who build AI powered applications like chatbots, virtual assistants, coding assistants, intelligence search engines, and business automations that solve practical problems. Their focus is on combining AI models with software engineering, APIs, databases, and cloud infrastructure to create reliable, scalable, and useful products. Finally, we have forward deployed engineers, which is one of the newest and most emerging roles in the industry. A forward deployed engineer is the one who goes out, sits with an actual client or customer, understands the real problem, and then builds or customizes an AI solution for that specific situation. So think of them as half consultant, half engineer. They're the ones who bridge between here's what AI can do and here's what this business actually needs. And so in a nutshell, that's really 5 paths: data engineers, data scientists, machine learning engineer, AI engineer, forward deployed engineer. Different skills, different personalities, but all essential and all in demand. Now, let's talk about why this actually matters for you. Well, for one, every industry needs this right now. Whether it's healthcare, banking, retail, farming, logistics, it doesn't matter. Everyone is rebuilding around AI, and this isn't no short trend. It's more like what the internet did to jobs 20 years ago. Secondly, the pay is very strong because there aren't enough skilled people yet. Companies are paying well above average for these roles from entry level all the way up. So entry level AI engineers typically earn 90 grand to 135 grand, while skilled engineers in the area can earn up to 190,000 to 350,000 in total compensation. Third, you don't really need to be a coding genius. If you notice, only two of those five roles are heavy, hardcore engineering, and the rest are about understanding problems, communicating clearly, and connecting the dots. And so there's room for a lot of different strengths here. Now, let's zoom out for a second and let's look at the bigger picture. In astrology, people talk about long ages that each last around 2,000 years. In other words, every 2,000 years or so, the Earth moves into a new zodiac influence. And we've been living symbolically in the age of Pisces, which is an age that's often linked to single authorities, rigid systems, and one version of the truth. But many astrologers are starting to believe that we've moved into the age of Aquarius, which is an age symbolically tied to technology, shared knowledge, and collective intelligence. Aquarius is the water bearer. It doesn't hold on to the knowledge, it pours it out for everyone to use. And look at what's actually happening around us in the world. Powerful tools that used to belong to a few big institutions are now available to almost anyone with a laptop, phone, or curiosity. And maybe that's what really this moment is all about. Not machines replacing us, but knowledge and opportunities opening up wider than ever before. And if that is true, the people who choose to build, learn, and work in AI right now aren't just picking a job. They're picking a seat at a table for whatever comes next. So if this helped, please subscribe, share, and let me know in the comments which role sounds most like you, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.